So a couple of disclaimers before this video. First of all, no, I am not racist. Why would I be racist? In my works, in my postings, in my life, I have advocated for Indians, Jews, Pakistanis, Germans, Italians, Black, White, Spanish, French, Eastern European, American, Asian, Southeast Asian, so in a positive light. I've spoken about them in a positive light. But this video is about something that pisses me off in my own country. Because if you were to report on your entire country, that's very hard and very biased, because the news in social and crime, ethics, culture, can be biased because there's so many stories that pop up, and the political spectrum, who's ever in charge of the news outlets, chooses what they are going to report on and how they are going to report on it, because they can only report so much. So this video is not about focusing on the entire country, either of the USA, Serbia, or Canada. This is about my experience with my local city. Because within the local city, the news is a lot less biased, because there's only so much they can report on, and every single homicide gets reported. Yet again, the online presence can also be mentioned, because famous people, famous cultures, famous social groups all exist on the top level in one big sphere. And if you are going to engage with that sphere, it's very easy to follow along the overall theme of the biggest, famous, pop culture relevant topics and theme of the big sphere. So we're going to focus on the local news and the big sphere. Now, why wouldn't I single out Jews or Mexicans or Spanish or French or Balkan people, Russians, or Palestinians, or Arabs, or Indian, or Asian, or Southeast Asian, or Korean, Japanese, Chinese? Why wouldn't I focus about them? It's because they don't cause problems. They don't cause problems, and I don't see an overarching famous cultural sphere that is bred in problems. I don't see problems for them. Where I do see problems in my local city and in the famous news is the black culture. The black culture. And what pisses me off even more is then they promote, it's Black History Month. It's fucking Black History Month. What the fuck are they promoting? Why don't they fix their shit? Why don't they fix their shit? How can it be Black History Month when every single goddamn time you turn on the local news, not the global news, not the countrywide news where it's biased, just the local news, where they report every single homicide, and every single homicide, it's a picture of a black guy or a gang of criminals of black guys ranging from 15 years old, 16 years old, up to 40 years old and 50 years old. Just now, a 55-year-old Nyan Ding Dunga stabbed someone on the subway and attempted to stab and kill them, and attempted to kill another person on the subway. That's what's on the news. There was no picture, but I can guarantee Nyan Ding Dunga is not a white guy. He's not a white guy. And it's been like this for as long as I can remember. 30 years. When I was a kid, the black people were the most violent. And you think it's going to change. You try to not be racist, but nothing changes. I'm going to quote one of my favorite black reporters in sports. He said, in his own words, "When you come at me and you're angry, I am not reporting on fictional stories. I am not twisting my words. I am not judging the story personally. I am reporting objectively on what I see." That's in the news of a black reporter. So I am also reporting objectively what I see. If the black community was so violent and so poor and so criminally motivated and so based in drugs and crime and prostitution 30 years ago when I first moved to Canada, that's fine. And they changed. And now it was maybe just more Asians, more migrants like Pakistani and Indians, more Arabs who are new refugees, and they were the ones committing the crime. I would not have a bone to pick whatsoever with the black community. Even if they were then shoving Black History Month down my face, I'd be cool with it. I'd be cool. I'd say, okay, maybe I want to tune in, maybe I don't. It's Black History Month. We're supporting music. We're supporting sports. We're supporting education. We're supporting science. We're supporting the arts. That's black culture. Maybe I want to participate. Maybe I don't. But when black culture and every single fucking famous person in a leadership role talks about, I gotta represent for all black mankind, black power. I gotta, even though I'm not a rapper, or a global musician icon with billions of people of reach. I'm just a fucking soccer coach or an NBA assistant manager. I have a voice for all black mankind, and it is my duty to represent black mankind. And when I hear that shit all the time, meanwhile, whoever he the fuck is representing, the own students in his own city are going to jail for rape, crime, homicide, murder at the age of 16, violently stealing cars in criminal gangs. It's always blacks, always blacks. Then I get a little like nothing's gonna change until you discuss this like the way I do. I'm the only one that brings about a change. A white guy. Why is it me? Why am I the one who is fucking talking about this shit? Why am I the one trying to fix the black culture? Why am I the one? Because it was broken 30 years ago when I came to Canada, and it is still broken. So why am I, a white guy, advocating for change? You think I'm being a racist? You think I just want to fucking attack black people? I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of it. Always on the news. They show 8 suspects involved in drugs, firearms, robberies, homicides, stealing vehicles. 8 pictures, all black, ranging from 15, 16, 45, 55. And it's every fucking story for the past 30 years. And that's in my local news within the city, where they report on every fucking crime that takes place. It's not biased. It's not selective reporting. It's reporting everything. That's everything. That's all there is. And the black culture is like, what's black culture? What's white culture? So white culture is golf, hockey, skiing, fashion. What's black culture? Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, A$AP Rocky, all in the news for felony assault, all in the news for knives, guns, assault, kidnapping, fighting, or beefs with one another. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. It's real positive. It's real positive, you know? Like I'm a fucking adult, so I can look past that. But imagine the kids, especially the black kids. That's who they look up to. So when you have a little Devon Jonte Jones fucking sitting in a car and robbing vehicles at gunpoint, he is thinking about Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, A$AP Rocky, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar. That's his inspiration. That's his inspiration. No Taylor Swift, no Selena Gomez, no Justin Bieber, no country artists, no fucking rock star, no rock bands of the past, no Camila Cabello, no Shakira, no Justin Timberlake, no, it's A$AP Rocky, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. These are their inspirations, and that's why they fucking go and rob the vehicles. because they're still young. They're 16, 15 years old. They don't know any better. They just trying to be cool. They just trying to be cool. And that's the black culture. And then it's always the victim mentality. What the fuck are you bitching about? What the fuck are you bitching about? Who is being racist to you when you are committing crimes and homicides at a complete disproportionate ratio compared to how much of a minority you are? If I lived in Serbia, I might not be talking about this because there is no black crime in Serbia. It's an Indian problem. If I lived in the UK is an Arab problem, Islamic terrorism and extremism. If I lived in some Asian country, maybe the Philippines, maybe Hong Kong, maybe Japan, maybe Korea, it would be an Asian problem because Chinese don't like Koreans, Korean don't like Chinese, so I would be complaining about that. But because I live in North America and it's Black History Month every fucking month of the year, and your fucking NBA, I watch the NBA, and your little NBA assistant manager is leading the Black Power charge 30, and he's not even a young guy. He was alive 30 years ago. What the fuck did you do for 30 years? He saw how ghetto shit was 30 years ago in the black community. Nothing's changed 30 years later. And he's gonna say, he's an old guy, he's 40, 50, 60 years old. And he's saying, I'm the black king of power, representing all black mankind. And it's your own community continuing this bullshit of 16-year-olds killing each other. It's so and the reason I'm making this video is because every single fucking time I turn on the news or turn on sport, it's everywhere. Sports, music, pop culture, film, television, social media, the news, politics. It's all this black culture, and it's nothing changing. No inspiration, no positivity, no genuine role models, nothing. It's just bunch of shit. A bunch of shit. It's everywhere. And let me tell you, as a closing statement, the only reason I'm making this video is because I was alive 30 years ago when I first came to the West, when I first came to Canada and the US. And I saw how things were back then. I lived in a black and Hispanic neighborhood, minority neighborhood. And I saw how it was and the stories you hear about. And 30 years later, I'm watching the news. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. So nothing has changed in 30 years. But don't worry, because your next black assistant coach will talk about how he's the black face of black power. And why do I have to talk about it? So I would much rather talk about some Jews, some Indians in a positive manner, in a positive light. I'm always writing scripts about multiculturalism. I'm always creating songs about multiculturalism. I'm always posting on social media about positive influences in multiculturalism. But no, I gotta fucking fix the black community, because no black person is fixing the black community for themselves. None of them. All they're gonna do is sit up there and talk about, yeah, we got Beyonce, we're black culture, man. Yeah, we got Rihanna, who hasn't produced a song in 15 years. We're black culture, man. Yeah, we got Megan Thee Stallion, we're black culture, man. Support black culture, support black music. What the fuck is this black music supporting gun crime in turn? What are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing? I wouldn't be making this video if this is not what was going on in the world. This was not going on in the world. But I just turned on, not even 10 seconds I watched the news, and Nyunga Dinga Dunga charged with murdering someone and attempted murder of another person with a knife on a public transit station, at a public transit station. Nyunga Dinga Dunga. For the past 30 years, it's been Nyunga Dinga Dunga Jamar Javian Smith. What the fuck? Like, oh my God. Oh my God. If I were living in the Middle East, I'd be complaining about the Palestinians and the Israelites. The Israelites and the Palestinians. That's what I'd be talking about. If I were in Asia, I'd be complaining about the Koreans and the Chinese. But because I'm in Canada, I'm complaining about the blacks. That's it. There are Asians here. There are Indians here. There are Jews here. There are Muslims here. There are Europeans here. And the only one causing problems are the blacks. No taxi driver wants to pick up a black person. No restaurant wants to serve black people. No business, no bank wants to deal with black people. And what the fuck are you doing about it? What the fuck are you doing about it for 30 years? For 30 years. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. And then what the fuck is black culture? What is it really promoting? What is it really? We have eyes and ears too. Just because we're white, you think we can't fucking see what the fuck you're doing? What the fuck this black culture is promoting? Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce and Rihanna and Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and A$AP Rocky and Doechii. And that's all you talk about, and you're proud of that, and that's black culture? What the fuck is there to be proud of? You're a singer. What the fuck? Like, anybody could be. There's Jewish singers. There's singers from all over the world, buddy. There's singers from all over the world. What the fuck is there to be proud about? Megan Thee Stallion. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Look, Megan Thee Stallion is famous, so black culture is proud, and we're gonna shove this down your throat. What? Only making this video because nothing has changed for the past 30 years. Nothing has changed. I'm sorry, Megan Thee Stallion is not going to change the fact that the penitentiaries are 99.99% black and the federal inmates are 99.999% black. But you are going to make a movie, and in the movie, you're going to show a prison, and in the prison, everyone's going to be black. Everyone's going to be black. And that's black culture. That's black culture. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. If it were white people causing these problems, if it were Europeans causing these problems, if it were Serbians causing these problems, I'd call them out on it. I'd call them out on it. Because I know I don't act that way. I'm not a criminal. I try and live my life in a productive manner. I don't abuse people. I don't rape people. I don't fight people. I try and solve things peacefully and in a civilized manner. So if it were white people making these problems, if it were Balkans and Croatians making these problems, I'd call them out on it. But that's not the case. They're all civilized. They're all civilized. And the population is like 80% white. It's 80% white, and none of them are on the criminal crime report. None of them are on the crime report. One guy every 3 months is white on the crime report for every 100 blacks that are on the crime report. And then one Asian every 3 months, and then 100 blacks once again on the crime report for 30 years. For 30 years. So, happy Black History Month. I read Martin Luther King's speech once a year on his on the anniversary of his speech every single year. Because I want to bring a change to the black community. And you're just suffering. You're just suffering. We all suffer. But you suffer more than anyone, because good luck trying to get a spot at a restaurant. Good luck trying to get a loan at the bank. Good luck trying to get a job in industry. Good luck trying to get into politics, into leadership roles. The only place you can fit is in the NFL. That's the only place blacks belong, in the NFL. So you're the ones that suffer. You're the ones that suffer. So until you clean your shit up, it's not my problem. I can work in finance. I can work in industry. I can get a waitress to serve me. I can get an Uber or a taxi or a cab. So I have no problems. I live in a peaceful white neighborhood. There's no crime in my neighborhood. There's no drugs in my neighborhood. So I'm wealthy. I'm happy. I'm peaceful. You're the one that suffers. You're the one that suffers for 30 years. So, black culture, black culture, black culture.